Hey everybody, Andrew Reardon here with Michael Register from TRS Solutions. We want to give you a brief overview of our program Fortis that we've got a prototype for, and we're looking to gain a larger audience and community base to help us flush this thing's features and functions out. So today we're going to talk a little bit about what those are in an overview. Mission statement is included in all of our videos, as well as our team bios. I'm not going to read through them. Feel free to pause the video. If you do have questions, comments, or if you want to see a video follow up based on anything in this, let us know by reaching out to support@trssolutions.net. So really what we're looking to offer is a web and mobile means to browse the internet. Obviously, there are a lot of, I guess, options to users today, but our primary focus is on providing a private and safe mechanism for navigating the internet for our users to protect their data and hardware against third parties who might have malicious intent or who are looking to scrape users' data or activity for their own financial gain. Mike, do you want to take a couple of minutes to talk us through the list of features within the program here below?
Sure. So what we have here is a list of the features. I will briefly describe each one of them so you can get a feel for what they are. So the first one on the list is a web view. What we do with the web view is every site that you open in a tab is opened up in a web view, which basically means it's sandboxed. And by sandbox, that basically takes the site, puts it in its own little environment. In fact, actually a web view is actually its own process. What that does is that takes it so that one site can't be doing anything to another site or any of those types of cross-site activities. So it basically is a way of isolation to protect you. The next one is clear data. What we mean by this is your browser, for a lot of good reasons, saves a lot of data. I mean, cookies, local data, local storage, session storage, caching, and you do that so that your browsing experience is clean, fast, and it's just stuff that programs have to do nowadays to be able to function and operate fast. But what we do is we like to take the approach of no digital footprint. So when you're done with a site, you're done with the application, you're done with whatever, we provide means and mechanisms that you can basically go and wipe all that information off from your disk. So once you're done and you log out, there's basically no digital footprint of anything that you did while you're using the browser. The next one is DNSBL. What this basically is it's a DNS blacklist. We have we basically hook up with a service that has over 27 databases of databases that are the entries and the people who basically feed the content of those databases are antivirus and other different companies that are interested in protecting you against malicious websites. So what we do is the application monitors all these different databases. And if you request to either navigate to or get something from one of these resources, it'll block it. The next thing is downloads. Downloads are a backdoor in some cases. In some cases, it's something that you initiated yourself, but the download might be downloading some other content than what you're expecting to download. Or in the case of a drive-by download, you might navigate to a page. It might be downloading something under the covers that you're not aware of. What the application does is it basically stops the download before anything happens. It prompts you so that you're made aware that there was a download invoked, whether it was done by you or done by something under the covers programmatically. It gives you the option to either say, yeah, I know what this is, let me download it, or no, I have no idea what this is, don't download it, so you can cancel it. The next one is the phone app. So we provide with this service a free phone application that you can use for multiple purposes. Probably the main purpose is generating what we call passcodes, one-time expiring passcodes that you can use instead of your password to log into your desktop. The other thing that it'll do is you can also have it's got a disconnect session. So if you're logged in someplace on a desktop using the browser, you walk away from it, you realize that you're logged in and you want to disconnect, you bring out your phone and you hit disconnect session and it disconnects the session. It also does a password generator for you, different ways of generating strong passwords. Next one's configuration. Basically what we mean by that is where a centralized server is backing all this. So wherever you log into, your configuration is there for you. Your bookmarks, your blacklists, all your data that you have that you use while you're using this particular application. The next thing is adware and data gathering. We have a list of currently over 22,000 URLs that we monitor. If we see the application loading any of these URLs under the covers, we're going to intentionally block them. What that does is it disallows access for adware programs. It stops data gathering programs that are trying to mine data from you, watch what you're clicking on, where you navigate to, what sites you're looking at and that type of stuff. So we want to make the user's experience private. So that's why we do that. The next one is extension APIs. Extensions are a lot of times useful, but in some cases they can be malicious. So some applications will do is they'll try to, under the covers, call into the extensions API and install things that you're not aware of. Or you might be installing an extension and it might, under the covers, install another extension. Well, we don't allow any access to that API. So basically we want to make sure that you're in a protected space, you know what you're dealing with, and nobody's going to be able to add anything that you're not aware of. The last one on the list is blacklist. We allow you to specify certain domains that some of our other solutions, might not cover. It might be a site that it's not flagged as malicious or whatever, but you want to say, no, I never want to make sure I don't go to this site and it doesn't get loaded under the covers, because a lot of times sites have references to other third-party sites that get loaded that you don't even realize they get loaded. So you can put that in your blacklist. And if you hit that blacklist, it'll block it. And there's actually a little dialogue that you can go in, you can see what got blacklisted. And also you can also look in there and see what got blocked by the DNS block list too. So that's pretty much all it. Back to you,
Awesome.
Andy.
Thanks, Mike. And one thing that is worth pointing out here is that we're obviously running Kickstarter and Indigo campaigns. And we're not just going to release this program as is. We're looking for community feedback and input on the direction for short, medium, and long term. So if anybody has any questions, if there are things that you didn't see in our video overview today, obviously check YouTube, but then email us at support@trssolutions.net. More than happy to field any questions or create any additional videos that the community might be looking for. And you'll know you found us when you search for Fortis and you see the lock. So looking forward to getting feedback and talking with you all soon.